Hi, and welcome back to Wednesday Wisdom here at Judaica.com. I'm Isaac. This is Chana. Hope you've had a nice July 4th weekend.
Yes.
Did you?
I did. It was great.
Did you go anywhere?
I didn't. I enjoyed Silver Spring.
Silver Spring. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we went to New Jersey and then to... Actually, my wife and I were downtown and we left just before the fireworks. We were in Manhattan and we left right before the fireworks. So we didn't actually see it, but we saw the people.
Yeah, I was going to say, and then you avoided the traffic, so. And
actually brings me to Wednesday Wisdom today is that we were at my brother-in-law's house for Shabbos lunch, and we were talking and we were discussing certain things, and the concept of the Hamsa came up. And it was just around the table. I mean, being in the Judaica business, so we're saturated with Judaica themes and Judaica, concepts and imagery, and symbols, but some people just don't know, like it wasn't known what it was. And you obviously recognize what the Hamsa is, but you don't know what it's about. So I figured this is a good opportunity for us to relay some information about what the Hamsa is, what it represents, a little bit of history about it.
Okay.
And we can then discuss it because we have a ton of products.
Yes, this is only like a small fraction of what we have that has, the Hamsa.
We have lots of stuff.
Yes,
and it varies. You can get Hamsas in earrings over here. You can see the earrings. These are, what are these?
This is a stand.
For a desk. Right, just a straight up stand, as is this. We have wall hangings here, different wall hangings here. This is a pair of talus clips. My display is all falling down here. Here's some talus clips that people use with the Hamsa on it. You have other wall hangings. You got keychains. These are big keychains. In fact, actually, we use this. We use these for in our office here. These are really big keychains. They hold the bathroom keys. They hold the bathroom keys.
So,
necklaces. Obviously, we have rings on the site.
We have rings and we have mezuzah cases.
Mezuzah cases. I mean, literally everything that you can. There's ksubas that have the Hamsa on it.
Yes.
Everything that you can possibly imagine.
We got it.
We got it in with a Hamsa. So, what is a Hamsa? Do you know what it is?
Well, no.
No. Okay. Well, I chose this one to be the front and center one because it's the biggest one that actually you can see what it actually is supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like a hand.
Right.
Not just any hand, by the way. It's supposed to be the right hand.
Okay.
The right hand. It's got these. You can see here in the stand here. It's got the sort of the thumb and the pinky sort of rolling away with the three middle fingers standing up. And it's supposed to symbolize. There's two things it's supposed to symbolize. One is sort of a protection, mostly because when the story of the Exodus happens, God is described as using His hand in multiple cases. In fact, during the Seder, we talk about the hand, and in the liturgy of the Seder, it's talking about the number of fingers, how many makos happened to the Egyptians on the sea in Mitzrayim, in Egypt. And so the imagery of the hand is very, very pervasive throughout the story of the Exodus of Egypt. Expa Elohim, the Yad Elohim. We speak about it, and it's in the liturgy actually daily. It's in the liturgy. So so that's one aspect. One is the protection, and actually it feeds nicely from our discussion last week about mezuzahs, which obviously also it's got its origins in the Exodus story. But we use it for it's used as sort of a protection to protect the people. To protect us it's also been used for, and you can see here in this one, I don't know if this one has it, this one does not, but these do, is that you can see the little eye in the middle. And I don't know if you can get up close there, really close. But you can see that the Hamsa is used also as a protection from the evil eye, or the ayin hara. I can tell you an interesting story about the ayin hara. When I was in Israel, I lived in Israel for a while. I had friends, whenever we were, actually, I was there for a summer, and I was staying at a friend of mine's house. And his parents took me to like this lady that would get rid of the ayin hara, the evil eye.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, I sat down and the lady put a towel on top of my head and a bowl of like a pot of water, and started throwing liquid aluminum, I think, or lead into the pot.
Whoa.
And on top of my head. She put the towel on top of my head because when you're throwing liquid metal, it splatters. So you know what that's Anyway, she did something and supposedly everything
that was good. You were all clean.
Yeah, that was good. But I could have accomplished the same thing with just a Hamsa.
Right.
The Hamsa is actually an old symbol. It obviously dates back from in Judaism to the Exodus. That's the concept of it. It's very popular in Sephardic culture, Sephardic imagery, more so than Ashkenazi, but it's not exclusive. And it's definitely found a lot in the Middle East. It actually, this symbol is also shared in Arabic culture. There's a lot of crossbreeding with the symbolism, and I was even reading some the symbol could date back to like ancient Egypt. I don't know. Obviously, we just said it dates back to ancient Egypt. So yes, it does. So we have this imagery with the five hands. Now, from a Jewish perspective, the three middle fingers here also represent the shin. Like we have on the mezuzah, the three-pronged letter, which is the first letter in the name of in one of God's names, Shaddai. So it's also meant to represent that, and then you just go through very variations of the look. So you have this one, which if you look it up, it has that same general imagery. It's got the hand. This one here is made out of cement with an epoxy filling. It's very pretty. It comes in pink and blue. So if you want for like a baby gift, it can come in pink and blue. Yeah. This one, it hangs upside down, which is interesting because this one is right side up to see the hand, so you can see it like that, but it hangs upside down.
It also has the eye in there as well.
That's right.
Like the symbolism there.
The eye is in here as well.
It doesn't have the actual iris or anything, but that's the point of that one.
You have these kinds of wall hangings. These are just, and we have a lot of different sizes, whatever it is. This one just says shalom in a laser cutout of metal, which is pretty cool. And we have others. I mean, this is a cool necklace also, by the way. I saw this.
Yeah.
This, I don't know what this other piece is here. Maybe it's like a mezuzah.
It's a glass sort of piece.
And we got the Hamsa on the side there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we really have a lot of different options if you're interested in the Hamsa itself.
Yeah.
The Hamsa, just the name itself, it comes from either the Arabic word or the Hebrew word for chamesh, which is five. Mm-hmm. Hamsa, chamesh, chamas, chamsa. I don't know. In Arabic also, it means, obviously Arabic and Hebrew are closely related languages. It means just five. So it's the five fingers. The right hand, because the right hand conveys the more protection than the left hand.
Correct.
So it's for your righties out there, lefties, whatever. I have a couple kids that are lefty. Wow. Okay, my Apple Watch seems to decide that they want to.
Great, they wanted to chime in.
They want to chime in about the Hamsa. So you have cool little keychains. Obviously, keychains are great for people that are driving. Obviously, you want the added. We have car mezuzahs also.
Yes, we do.
Not required from a halacha standpoint, but people like to put the car mezuzahs up also, which is the same idea.
Yeah, and you can double up because one of our car mezuzahs has the Hamsa on it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so
we have a car mezuzah and a Hamsa together as one to give good protection. I mean, when I started driving, my mother got me a traveler's prayer keychain, which I still have.
Me too.
So she got me that. But this is also the same idea, and in fact, actually, I'm pretty sure you can get the traveler's prayer in a Hamsa.
Yes.
I think you can also. So, any case, and these guys, this is done by beams. I think this might be I think we can get keepsakes also. So if you have breaking glass,
so she does actually one that's very similar, and it will come with a tube attached to the front of this where you can put your shards, like the breaking glass shards in. So you get the protection and the keepsake all in one.
Right. Okay. That's good to know. Here we have earrings. These are pretty cool, actually. They have these little, purple balls in the middle of them, which it's like a bead, but it looks like the eye as well. So you have the evil eye, you have the protection. It's pretty cool. I would still, don't discount the mezuzah over the Hamsa, but
it's a different way. This one you can carry with you, or want people to see your cool aesthetic. Whether you want to go more modern with something like the cement, or more kind of rustic with that's going to be a ceramic one that's painted and it has pomegranates on it.
It has pomegranates. It's like the 7 species type. And this is also, you can see also the top here is sort of pomegranate-ish.
Yes.
Pomegranate-ish.
Pomegranate-ish, yes.
Okay, so I just made up a word.
Yeah, there you
go. But this one also, you sort of hang this on the wall, whatever. Yeah, it's good. These are, it's very popular again, like in Israel, you'll see a lot of it coming out of Middle Eastern culture. But I think it's pretty much made its way into mainstream.
Yeah, you see a lot of people. I mean, one of the things that you see a lot, and I a long time ago, I worked in a mall, and it became very popular on like clothes and in the industry and like different bracelets. And it was always cool to see people walking around and like they may not know what the meaning is.
I completely agree because I was in H&M with my wife one day, and I look over, and they're selling Hamsa necklaces in H&M.
Yep.
So it's a pervasive, symbol. I think the symbol has come through into the culture, which is cool. And the fact that it's rooted in Judaism, I think, is a pretty cool concept that it's out there. Anyway, again, like always, you'll have a link to all of our different Hamsas, jewelry, wall hangings, plaques, mezuzahs, whatever we got with the name Hamsa in it. We'll give you a link. Yep. And again, you can use the code WISDOM.
Yes.
For
5% off.
5% off. And I'll let you know a little preview. We're getting close into Rosh Hashanah. So I think we're going to start looking at some Rosh Hashanah items coming up soon into this. As we get a little closer into the summer, I think we'll start previewing some Rosh Hashanah items. Maybe do some cool shofars, some cool different stuff, because that's definitely coming up.
Before that, that'll be things we talk about, but we also have a really cool trunk show that we're planning. And
that's right, yes. So if you live in the DC area, we are planning a sort of sample sale. I guess you can call it a sample sale, right?
Yeah.
Sample sale for the end of the summer, which if you're interested and you live in the area here, we'll be putting out the dates. We'll be advertising it a little bit. But it's going to be pretty cool to get rid of, because obviously we have a lot of samples in our office. We get a lot of returns that we can't put back on the website. Maybe a little scratch and dents that people can get that people can get access to. That if you sometimes some of the stuff you're willing to
and
live with a little ding. You get a good deal.
It's going to be close to Rosh Hashanah, so we're going to have some great items that are going to be great hostess gifts. Some honey jars as well. If there's something specific that you're looking for and maybe you don't see it on our website, feel free to comment or send us an email being like, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for. Are you possibly going to have something?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like that?
And even if we don't have it, if you're asking about it, so we're asking. What's it called? We have our suppliers, and we might not have all that stuff on the site. But if there is something you're interested in, let us know. Okay, again, use the code WISDOM, 5% off. Again, Hamsas, and thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you guys next week.